Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. Hopefully the audio isn't super weird in here. I'm in my kitchen. Today I thought it'd be interesting to do what I hope to do, try, achieve by the end of 2020. I don't think I need to say what this year has been like for many people. And it's definitely been a taking life day by day kind of year. It's only a few short things and I don't even kind of write these seriously, just because at this point my plan of action is to not take not important things too seriously. But you know, just some good things that I keep in the back of my mind that I'd like to think about, work on, research. And we're just gonna hop into that because this is what gets me by at this point. Is these kind of stupid goals that I'm just like, yeah, that's a goal to do by the end of 2020. Alright, so my first hope is to learn to make fluffy white bread, like sandwich bread almost, like really light fluffy white bread essentially, or whole wheat, who cares. That's just because I want to. I feel like I've gotten pretty good at a nice loaf of like crunchy bread, like that you'd have with like pasta or something, but I want to figure out and I've already saved recipes, I have to take the time to do it, fluffy, I keep wanting to call it sandwich bread because that's really like what I want it for. Dream big, kids. Next one, a bit more creative speaking, is I have always kind of dreamt of creating some kind of online magazine or just like kind of release it, yeah, basically online magazine that would be released, who knows, monthly, seasonally, like quarterly, more, something like that. I've always kind of dreamed of doing something like that where it would just be a compilation of like ideas, inspiration, like working with other people if I like did, you know, like that'd be really cool, like that'd be like a dream down the road. And I like have a name. I like at one point created a bunch of stuff for it and then I just like shoved it into a folder on my computer and like stopped looking at it. And so part of me has it out there to think about it if I'd want to release something for the end of the year, maybe even early next year. Just something that like would definitely be available for free, essentially, a PDF download essentially. I need to stop saying essentially. It's raining so hard right now. A PDF download that would just be like a feel-good, creative, what are some cool things we could do right now, inspiration type magazine. Maybe a little bit of writing, like funny story, poetry, sharing cool stuff, and we'll see. I'm just putting it out there. I don't have the highest of hopes, but it's one of those things that I think if I keep it in the back of my mind, one day inspiration will strike. I have two more things. The next one is to really focus, which I feel like I kind of have, but I've also really dropped the ball, is creating quality content over a quantity of content. And I know there's kind of a drive to be constantly posting because that gives you the best chance of being seen, and as there is validity to that, it's something that just isn't working for me right now. Isn't working for me. So I would rather take the time that I can in most instances to just create, I feel like I'm seeing something, to just create things I'm really happy with, happy to show people, hoping to get feedback on, and be able to point at something, and not that I'm expecting to love everything I post, but you know what I mean. I want to put the work in, I want to be happy enough with the end product, or at least at a state that I want it to go out to the world, and then I can point someone to it and go, here's a bunch of stuff I've done that I'm proud of, always happy to make changes to, but you know, that over just having hundreds and hundreds of things that got me through the day in hopes that an algorithm would make it seem. And last is definitely more of a personal thing, and this will not be achieved by the end of the year, but it's a like thing to work on. And I do this a lot, have a bit of a decluttering issue where things make me anxious and I feel the need to throw everything out in that instance, and I do not throw things out because I also have huge amounts of guilt over items' footprints on this planet. Probably an unhealthy amount of guilt, so when I say throw them out, I'm just saying I instinctually want to because I literally can't stand staring at them anymore. So I have piles of things that have been listed online or I'm offering to family and friends, things like that. Obviously, I only hope for them to go to a home where they will be loved, not to just dump things on them. But basically my hope is to find a spot where I can feel at peace and stop constantly needing to declutter. Like when I say constantly, like if I have an open evening, which more often than not I do, I can get really anxious and I feel the need to start kind of pacing, going through the rooms, looking for anything that needs to be cleaned, which is not a problem to like clean up a little bit when I have time. But then it always turns into I should rip this whole room apart, and there's definitely something in here that can get decluttered. And that happens a lot, like a lot. And it's kind of at this point becoming just a bit of an obsession, and I like still get really stressed about certain rooms. There's only a few to choose from. I still just get stressed out. Obviously being stuck inside isn't the most helpful, but I would be inside regardless of a pandemic. I would still be spending a ton of time in my apartment, so I know it's me more than anything because I've had this problem for quite a few years. And that's that. So, you know, I know I'm probably still going to do a couple more declutters just because if I have an opportunity to kind of get some stuff out of here and put in storage for maybe a future place at my parents' house in the near future, I'm going to do that. But it's just finding that happy place where, yeah, I can go through and be like, I don't really need this anymore, I'll set it on a pile, without feeling the need to tear apart entire rooms on a weekly basis to just maybe pull out one or two things. Cause anxiety. I'm gonna leave it at that. I know this was a very weird video, but I'm hoping it kind of like leads in a direction. I really, more than anything, did this for me to just speaketh my words, because sometimes I need that extra step, and just putting it in here and just, like I said, getting stuck in it in my head can just cause a nice little downward spiral. But all is good. I think I'm talking pretty dramatic throughout this video, but all is good. I hope you all are doing well, and maybe just like, I think it's definitely a perfect time, as this whole year has been, to just stop, try to breathe if you can, and be like, wow, okay, this year might have been really out of hand and really out of control, and that has been stressful, scary, a lot of emotions for a lot of people, but what can I do with this last month and a half, depending on when I release this, that can make me feel, that just makes me, like, what can I do with this last little bit of this year, and even what energy do I want to bring into 2021? What am I hoping for? And whether it's a true goal set, or if you don't want to be that crazy on yourself, just be like, what am I going to like be working on, thinking about, what thing have I held aside forever that I should finally just keep working on, you know, stuff like that. So, hope you all are well, hope you're staying safe. I hope everyone is ready for a holiday season. It feels weird even saying that, but that's the year we're in. I hope to do a good bit of gifting and holiday related videos this year, but I say that and who knows. So, I will see y'all in the next one, whenever that is, and I hope you're having a good one until then.